it was interesting to see at Hall of Flowers all the West Coast brands that are migrating east. It reinforced a few things like where the value proposition is going to lie in the future on the brand side of the equation. We knew that. We're seeing that also manifest in beverages, right, and THC side. But that was really my takeaway from Hall of Flowers was all of these West Coast brands trying to get a foothold. And there were a few East Coast brands that, New York brands, I should say, that surprised me, even if I can't pronounce them fully. They were actually much better quality than I had expected to see from the New York brands. This is a market that is exciting finally after 5 years. Has it been 4 years? It's been some time, feels that long anyway. But you're finally starting to see the growth. Finally starting to see the traction, and you're starting to see the brands take root, all of which makes intuitive sense.
I agree. In terms of the conversations that you had when you were at Hall of Flowers, anything different than what has been talked about in the space for a while in terms of where we're heading? Any differing views in terms of the current landscape?
It was a lot more optimistic than, say, like a Benzinga, where you had more industry types. This was more brands in the New York market, and there was a lot of optimism around New York. The New York operators that were there were very happy, at least the ones I spoke with. I know for everyone that made it there, there's probably 9 who couldn't afford a booth, but the ones that made it there, I thought were, some of which were impressive.